This is an AllSportsStation production.
It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. All that and more coming up next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Nashville. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his fourth season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
There were a few eyebrows raised when Tennessee took Malik Willis in the third round this year, but rest assured, Ryan Tannehill is still the man in Tennessee after leading the Titans to the top seed in the AFC last season. His 12 wins were the most he's posted in 9 seasons as an NFL starter, and he's only the third quarterback to lead the Titans to 3 playoff appearances in the NFL, joining Steve McNair and Warren Moon.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's do it with you every day. Let's go, y'all. Who's going to make a play, baby? That's right.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tannehill on 3rd down. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing out. But they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Henry. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
2nd and goal from the 1. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
2021 saw a third-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Steps away to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the 1st quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Robert Woods got to close out his 5-year tenure in Los Angeles as a Super Bowl champion. Remember, he began in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. What a nice ending there out on the West Coast for a consistent receiver who was lost with injury 9 games into 2021. Now, on his next great adventure in Tennessee, where he can immediately form a nice duo with A.J. Brown. Good play from the man they call Bobby Trees.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wily? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Out to the left. He's got his tight end, Akins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones.
He finds his man. It's Robinson. Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being for
touchdown Giants. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And let's face it, we all continue to imagine what we could have seen from Derrick Henry without his injury last season, because he was on pace to be the first ever player with multiple 2,000-yard seasons. Even in only 8 games, he still finished 9th in the NFL in rushing. Simply put, an incredible accomplishment.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Jones throwing on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Jones. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
Up the middle with Barkley. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Give them a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Tannehill.
He gets this one to Burks.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee.
Oh, how about the first night of the draft in 2022, round 1? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Treylon Burks out of Arkansas. a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Tannehill.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
148 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Henry.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to answer back here in the 3rd quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe in one of the great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
After the field goal, now it's Bullock to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper from 10 yards out. And the Titans use the short field to get in for 6. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Jones to Galladay, 1st down, Giants.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's one play at a time, baby. What's the count, man? Let's do it with you every day. Let's get something right.
The Titans on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Henry running right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run it again with Henry.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead,
They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Nick Westbrook-Akine
from 3 yards out.
And the Titans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Henry up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Just one play at a time, baby. Let's go, fellas.
Now a handoff to Henry. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.